if you had to build up the best possible NFL team for active players who weren't first-round picks, what would it look like?
This is the young man that's perhaps the future once Romo's playing days are over.
Let us dive into the best active NFL player at every position who was a day 2 or 3 pick, starting on the offensive side of the ball. Offense. Quarterback, Dak Prescott. Nobody really said much when the Dallas Cowboys used a 4th-round pick, 135th overall, on Mississippi State quarterback Dak Prescott. They already had an established veteran and Pro Bowler in Tony Romo behind center after all. But when Romo suffered a compression fracture in his back during a preseason game, the Cowboys had no choice but to turn to Prescott. Fortunately for America's team, Dak was more than up for the challenge. Prescott led the Cowboys to 13 wins and the NFC's top seed in his 2016 rookie year, though they wound up falling to Aaron Rodgers' Green Bay Packers. Fast forward to 2024, and Prescott is a 3-time Pro Bowler who led the Cowboys to 4 NFC East Division crowns and 1 wildcard berth. And hey, this dude absolutely crushed Tom Brady's Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the GOAT's final NFL game, so that's gotta count for something. Prescott's tenure in Dallas has been largely defined by a lack of postseason success. But it is hard to hate too much on a former 4th-round pick who has emerged as a top 10 quarterback, clocking in 29,459 passing yards and 202 touchdowns throughout his first 8 seasons. Offense. Wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. We'll give a hat tip to Devontae Adams and A.J. Brown while we're here, but you can't go against Tyreek Hill in this spot. Not after his performances over the last 2 seasons. The West Alabama product was a 5th-round pick, number 165 overall by the Kansas City Chiefs in 2016. And the rest, as they say, is history. Hill has earned a Pro Bowl selection in each of his 8 NFL campaigns, along with 5 first-team All-Pro selections. The future Hall of Fame player played a vital role in Patrick Mahomes' development, helping Kansas City to 4 AFC Championship games, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and a victory in Super Bowl 54. And just when you thought his split from Mahomes would mark the end of Hill's prime years, ha! He just goes and has his 2 best statistical seasons by hitting 119 receptions and over 1,700 yards receiving in 2022 and 2023. Hill's 1,799 receiving yards and 13 touchdowns led the NFL in 2023. Working alongside Tua Tagovailoa and fellow speedster Jalen Waddle, the Miami Dolphins offense has been the NFL's ultimate fireworks-filled offensive unit. With a Super Bowl ring and a spot in Canton already assured, anything Hill accomplishes from here on out is just gravy. Offense. Tight end, Travis Kelce. This was a slam dunk choice for us, since Kelce is just the best tight end in the NFL anyway. Hindsight is 2020, but it remains absolutely stunning that Kelce was a 3rd-round pick, 63rd overall, by the Chiefs back in 2013. Well, all Travis has done is earn 9 Pro Bowl nods while posting over 800 yards receiving every single year since 2014. Oh, and he teamed up with Patrick Mahomes to form a dynasty out in Kansas City, leading the team to Super Bowl titles in the 2019, 2022, and 2023 seasons. Kelce at this point is all but locked in as a Pro Football Hall of Famer. The NFL's all-time leader in postseason receptions is just chasing additional records and championships at this phase of his illustrious career. Offense. Running back, Derrick Henry. Another no-brainer here from us because, well, Christian McCaffrey is the league's best running back heading into 2024. But the 2017 first-round pick is not eligible for this list. So, Henry, a 2-time rushing champion, is the 2nd-best running back in football right now, and he most certainly qualifies here as a former 2nd-round pick, 45th overall, of the Tennessee Titans back in 2016. It's awfully difficult for today's NFL running backs to build up Hall of Fame cases, but you know, King Henry feels like a safe bet at this point. His numbers since 2018 are off the charts ridiculous, with 8,268 rushing yards and 80 rushing touchdowns. Henry, who joined the legendary 2K club in 2020, finished 2nd in rushing a year ago with 1,167 yards and 12 touchdowns. Only McCaffrey finished with more, tallying 1,459 yards rushing. After a special 8-year run with the Tennessee Titans, Henry left and took his talents to the Baltimore Ravens. Finally, the future Hall of Famer can chase Super Bowls again. This time with the league's best dual-threat QB in Lamar Jackson. I think he's in pretty good hands. Offense. Offensive tackle, Jordan Mailata. If you'll want to find a franchise offensive tackle, you're better off just grabbing one early in the draft. Trent Williams, Lane Johnson, Tristan Wirfs, Penei Sewell, Laramie Tunsil, Tyron Smith, and Rashawn Slater all headline the NFL's top 2 tiers of offensive tackles, and they were all first-round draft picks. One exception, however, is Eagles star Jordan Mailata, a former rugby star who was drafted in the 7th round, 233rd overall in 2018. Folks really didn't pay much attention to the move at the time, but you know, Mailata has gradually developed into one of football's premier offensive tackles. Or as we like to say, the best active non-first-round pick offensive tackle. Mailata finished the 2023 season as Pro Football Focus's 3rd highest graded offensive tackle at 84.8, behind only Williams and Sewell. Only 4 tackles topped his run blocking grade of 83.92. Mailata was also second in ESPN's run block win rate rankings for offensive tackles in 2023 with an 80% win rate. Only teammate Lane Johnson finished with a better win rate at 82%. The penalties will need to be cleaned up as PFF has him down for 15 infractions over the last 2 years. But he is as good as it gets in run blocking and keeps improving as a pass blocker. With Jason Kelce now gone, it's time to put some more respect on Mailata's name on that Philadelphia offensive line. Offense. Center, Creed Humphrey. Jason Kelce's retirement made this an easy call. Truth be told, only Detroit Lions star and 2018 first-round pick Frank Ragnow has a legitimate case at being the league's #1 center over Creed Humphrey. But alas, Humphrey was not a first-round pick, so he gets the spot by default. The Chiefs' O-line underwent a giant makeover after being humiliated in the Super Bowl 55 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That included the additions of Orlando Brown Jr. and Joe Thuney, but perhaps the more impactful move was actually the Humphrey selection at number 63 overall. A key cog in the Chiefs' back-to-back Super Bowl championship-winning seasons, Humphrey is the NFL's most well-rounded center. He is a machine in the run-blocking game, but is practically unstoppable in pass blocking. Humphrey allowed just 1 sack in the 2021 season and zero in 2022, before seeing that number increase to 4 in 2023. But still, only 5 sacks throughout 3 seasons? Hell yeah, we ain't complaining. Also, ESPN had Humphrey graded as their number 2 interior offensive line and pass block win rate at 98%. Only teammate Joe Thuney finished better with a near-perfect 99 pass block win rate. Offense. Guard, Joe Thuney. Hey, look, another Kansas City Chiefs star. Quite frankly, there's just no debating this one. The only guards who you could argue are better than Thuney are Zach Martin, Chris Lindstrom, and Quentin Nelson, all former first-round picks. Thuney was a 3rd-round pick of the New England Patriots at number 78 overall in 2016. He helped the Pats to Super Bowl championships in the 2016 and 2018 seasons, before eventually leaving for greener pastures in 2020 free agency. Thuney then signed a mammoth 5-year deal with the Chiefs worth $80 million, and the Chiefs' O-line has been practically unbeatable ever since. Like Creed Humphrey, Thuney has played a massive role in the Chiefs' dynastic run. The 4-time Super Bowl champion earned his first career first-team All-Pro nod in 2023. Thuney has only allowed 4 sacks since joining Kansas City, and as we just noted, he was tops in ESPN's pass block win rate among interior defensive linemen last year. Defense. Defensive end, Max Crosby. Not much has really gone right for the Las Vegas Raiders over the past 2 decades, and that's largely due to years of terrible drafting. Crosby, of course, is a very notable exception. The Raiders struck gold when they drafted him in round 4 at number 106 overall back in 2019. The 3-time Pro Bowler has 18 pass breakups and 9 forced fumbles since turning pro. Defense. Defensive tackle, Chris Jones. Ha! And you thought we were done with Kansas City Chiefs entries. Look, there's a reason that they're currently forming a dynasty. Aaron Donald's retirement leaves zero debate about the best defensive tackle in football right now. The 5-time Pro Bowler has been the backbone of a Kansas City Chiefs defense that has won 3 of the last 5 Super Bowls. The hulking 6'6" giant has racked up 67 sacks since his 2018 breakout year, 4th most among all NFLers. If Jones retired right now, he'd be a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah, not too bad for a guy who was the 37th overall pick back in 2016. Defense. Off-ball linebacker, Fred Warner. The San Francisco 49ers struck gold, and we ain't talking about their team name when they drafted Warner in the 3rd round at number 70 overall. Warner and Nick Bosa have formed one of the best defensive duos in all of football, guiding the 49ers to 4 NFC Championship game appearances and 2 trips to the Super Bowl. Warner is already a 3-time Pro Bowler and 3-time first-team All-Pro, who's on a Hall of Fame trajectory of his own. Defense. Outside linebacker, Matthew Judon. It's hard to go against New England Patriots star Matthew Judon. He's yet another proud member of the 2016 NFL Draft class who has achieved superstardom despite being a non-first-round pick. The Baltimore Ravens selected Judon in the 5th round at number 146 overall. And the Grand Valley State product has recorded 7+ sacks in 5 of his first 8 NFL seasons, including a career-high 15.5 in the 2022 season. Since Judon joined the Patriots in 2021, only 9 players have tallied more sacks than his total of 32. Defense. Cornerback, Jalen Johnson. This entry will come as a surprise to some, but Johnson was absolutely lights out for the Chicago Bears in 2023. And again, keep in mind that the vast majority of top-tier NFL cornerbacks today were day 1 picks. Johnson was the number 50 pick of the Bears in 2020. After 3 up-and-down seasons, though, he finally put it all together with a 2023 breakout year. Johnson had 4 interceptions and 10 pass breakups. He finished 2023 as PFF's number 2 corner behind only Ahmad Sauce Gardner, finishing with an insane coverage grade of 91.0. The Bears awarded Johnson with a lucrative 4-year contract extension worth $76 million. Based on his career year in 2023, that feels like a move that'll be worth every single penny in the Windy City. Defense. Free safety, Jesse Bates III. Bates had a roller coaster of a 5-year run with the Cincinnati Bengals, but his career year with the Atlanta Falcons in 2023 is what landed him in this spot. The number 54 pick of the 2018 NFL Draft earned his second career second-team All-Pro nod in 2023, as well as his first Pro Bowl selection. In year 1 with Atlanta, Bates recorded 6 interceptions, 11 pass breakups, and 3 forced fumbles. As well, Bates finished with a 90.2 coverage grade at PFF, second best among safeties. Defense. Strong safety, Talanoa Hufanga. The 49ers hit the jackpot again with a late-round pick, selecting USC safety Talanoa Hufanga in round 5 at number 180 overall in 2021. Hufanga broke out in 2022 with 4 interceptions, 9 pass breakups, and 2 forced fumbles en route to first-team All-Pro and Pro Bowl nods. Unfortunately, Hufanga's excellent 2023 season ended abruptly when he suffered a torn ACL. The 49ers defense just was not the same after Hufanga's injury, and you just can't help but wonder if his presence would have been the difference maker in the Super Bowl 58 overtime loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. Ah well, that's all in the past now. The bottom line is that the 49ers have the league's best strong safety. Just, as we all predicted when they used a 5th-round pick on him 3 years ago. But hey, what changes would you make to our list of the best active non-first-round picks at every position? Let us know in the comments section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, well, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.